Hello friends, it's me Tariq Akhtar Ansari. In this video, we are going to see how we can connect this login form with PHP and MySQL database so that we can do the login operation. In the last video, we have seen how we can design this login form using Bootstrap 4.4. If you haven't watched that video, you can get the link from the descriptions and you can watch that. Now let me show you what we will learn at the end of this video. So if you will click on the login button and if your email and password is blank, then you cannot submit your form. You'll get the blank validations. Okay. And if your email and password is correct, then you'll get the message login successful in the next page. As of now, for this video, I'm just displaying the message here. In the future video, we will see how we can display the information in table in this page. Now, if I'll enter the email or password, any of this thing wrong, then I'll get the message invalid email or password. So let's see how we can do this in this video. Now, these are the coding which I have done in the last video. So in this video, in the action attribute, specify PHP file name. So here I have given the PHP file name login.php. So this file will execute when you will click the submit button of this form. Now here specify the method. So here I'm specifying the post. So using the post method, I will submit this form data to login.php file. Now in the input field, specify the name attribute. So here I'm giving the name email. So using this name, I will get the data of this input field. In the same way, apply for password. Okay. Now we need to create this login.php file. So before that, save this file. Now open a new tab, save this with the name login.php. Click on save. Now in this file, we will write PHP code to connect with MySQL database to check email and password. Now the first thing we'll check this file is executing or not. For that, just echo. Yes, just save this. Go to browser, refresh this page and click on login button. Now here you can see this is test. So it means my login.php file is executing successfully. Now we can write our code inside this file. Before that, as I have already told, using the post method, we can get the email and password in PHP. Now specify the attribute name here, email. Now it will give the email value of the input field. Now we need to store in a variable. So email variable I'm going to store. In the same way we can do for password. Now we will do the database connection here. Now if you have doubt we are getting the value or not, you can do the echo and you can check here, do echo $email. Save this, enter the email value here and check you're getting or not. So I'm getting here. So it means this file is executing. Just remove this. Now here I'll do the database connection. The first thing I'm taking here, con variable. So this will store the connection object. So here using the new mysqli. So this method will return the connection objects. This takes 4 parameters. First, host. So my database is in localhost. Second, it will take the username. So by default, the username of MySQL is root and password is blank. And the third parameter, it will take the database name. So my database is test. Let me show you here. So here you can see test database and I have the registration table. And inside this table, you can see I have the field ID, first name, last name, gender and email. But we will use these two fields to check email and password. Now the second thing, we need to check our connection is successfully or not. So for checking the connection, I'll take the if and we'll check if we have error in connection. Connect_error method will return the value. So if it will return the value, then if block will be success. Then we will die the connection using a message failed to connect and I'll concatenate connection error value. Now if we don't have any error in connection, then we can go ahead and we can prepare a statement. So here I have taken the statement variable and con has a method prepare. So inside this we will pass the SQL query and that will prepare a statement. So here I'll pass the query select asterisk from registration. Registration is my table name and where email equal to question mark. So where here I'm not passing the value directly here because if you will pass the directly value here, chances of SQL injection. So don't pass directly the value here, just put the question mark and in the next line we can bind the value instead of question mark. So using a statement, we have a method bind param and in the first argument we will pass the data type of this question mark. So as of now my data type will be string because my variable, my email is a string type. If you have integer value, if you want to bind in query, then pass I. Then the second parameter is my variable, which variable I want to bind with this question mark. Okay, now I have done Now we are ready to execute. So for executing this query, we have a method execute under the statement object. Okay, so now you can execute. So this method returns true or false. If you want, you can check that, but that is not necessary as of now. So now in the next line, I need the result from this query. So we have a method inside the statement object get result. So this will return whole result. Now we can check if result has any row or zero row. So if number of rows is greater than 0, then we are good to go. Now if the number of rows 0, then in the else condition we'll give a message inside the h2 tag invalid email or password. Because why we are getting the 0? Because email is not matching. Otherwise we will get at least one row, and exactly one row we will get. So let me tell you one more thing, guys. Always take email as a unique key. Don't store the duplicate email. Otherwise you will get some error in the login process. Okay, now we need to fetch the data from the result. So using the statement result object, we can call a method fetch as source. So if we have more than one row, then we can apply the while loop into this statement and we can fetch one by one. But as of now, I'm damn sure I'll get only one row. That's why I'm using the direct way of getting the data. Otherwise we can apply the while loop in this statement. So now we can fetch the row. So I'll get the complete row in this data field. So now we can get from data only password, and I'll match with my password which I'm getting from the HTML form. If this is matching, then I can give the message echo login successfully, else I'll give the message invalid email or password. That's it, guys. Just save this file and go to the login form here and pass your email and password and see. So here I'm getting invalid email or password. Just let me pass the correct email. Now I'm getting login successfully. Now one more thing, guys, is left. If I'm not passing anything, still I can click on login button and it's giving email and password because I haven't done the blank validation. So how we can do? It's very easy. Just go to the HTML file and put required here. Required without any value, just required. Copy this and apply in password as well. That's it. Save this. If it is blank, now just refresh this first, and if I'll click on login button, you can see here it will not submit the form data till this form is blank. If my form has some value, then it will only submit. Now we can see that. So thank you guys for watching this video. We will see you in the next video.